Sure,
you know,
it means the
was
world
great.
to him.
Yes. Oh, he was very happy, and I'm glad for him. I'm very happy for him. Don't get it twisted. Like, he went here with the express, like, hey, they're going to push me, and he got exactly what he deserved. Good for him. That's great. However, I saw this coming.
Mm-hmm.
Once the match started going to a clusterfuck, I'm like, oh, fuck, he's going to cash in that stupid briefcase, isn't he? And sure enough, he did.
Mm-hmm.
It was just too easy. Like, I was looking at this going, they can't
Yeah,
end it
but
like
to be
this.
fair, a lot of Money in the Banks have been, oh, well, this is where that happens. Very
Agreed.
rarely. Like,
Agreed.
that idea
Yeah, I know.
is, we've come to a point now where that idea,
yeah.
it's very hard to go, oh,
Yeah.
shit, he's cashing in.
Yeah, like, it's really hard to sort of go, oh my god, you know, it's going to happen. Because, I mean, I think the last time, and probably the last time it will ever happen, was WrestleMania last year.
Yeah.
With Seth Rollins, right? Might be the last time that we're ever surprised. But
And even then, there were probably people going,
I'm sure there was somebody.
Seth's wrestling during the daytime.
yeah.
He's cashing in at the end.
Yeah, that
At
was
some
entirely
point.
possible.
The surprise
as well.
was mid-match, not after.
I think
was
that
the
might have been.
surprise.
Yeah, that was definitely it. I mean, I guarantee you, if you cut back to our old shows beforehand, we were thinking about it. So, But yeah, like, I don't know. I just don't care. I guess is the way it is. Like, I'm happy for everybody involved, and if it goes well, but I just don't
unfortunately,
care.
as much as we joked about that title not being recognized as a world title anymore, I don't really,
No, it
like
doesn't.
the
hold
TNA
anything.
World Heavyweight Championship
No.
to me means
Nothing.
Good
It
for
means-
you.
Personally, it means less than the WWE title, which doesn't mean a whole hell of a lot to me. So, yeah.
So, okay, show. Good for Drew. We'll see where it goes from here.
Basically, my takeaway.
It was their first show
Yeah.
out of the UK, and it was
Which-
an alright show.
which was
It wasn't-
alright.
It wasn't a terrible.
Honestly,
show.
my takeaway is I really could have done without Billy Corgan in a suit.
Yeah.
That was about it.
I knew you were like. I knew as soon as I saw him out in the suit, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Parka's one thing, but a suit?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'll take the parka all day long, but as soon as he's in a suit, I'm like, dude, despite all my rage, I'm still just a guy in a suit.
Unfortunate.
Part of me died, I'm not going to lie.
Let's bring up the tempo a little bit with a little lucha.
A little bit.
Lucha.
Yes.
Lucha. We start with this fucking
Yep.
like this was a movie
Yep.
scene. This
Yep.
was a scene from a movie. Mm-hmm. You know, Phoenix is training. He's getting ready for his
Yep.
big match against Mil Muertes, and here comes Katrina, fucking ghosting in like she
Yeah.
does, and she does this fucking like she's going for the gold on this one.
Yeah, she's
Like, you
in-
going for an Emmy?
Yeah,
on this one?
she wants some awards.
Can this show be nominated for an Emmy?
I think it can actually.
Because this was like, I'm going for a fucking award
Yeah,
here. Like, she
I'm-
fucking went on this fucking whole spiel
Yeah,
about...
of like I may have backed the wrong horse.
You know,
I might have maybe.
I've tried to kill you so many times, you just
Uh-huh.
keep coming back, and maybe in another time, in another place, we could have ruled.
Yeah, like
And
just a
I
whole.
still kind of have feelings for
Yeah.
you, and like what's soul crushing is the only way I can live is if you die.
Yeah.
So I think we've established that Katrina is
Yeah.
a ghost.
Yeah, she is a ghost.
Like, she's
in
straight
fact.
up dead.
Yeah, she can still touch people, so she's kind of like Patrick Swayze in Ghost, where if she concentrates, she can touch people,
I do
but
go
generally
back
she
to
is a ghost.
I do go back to this show,
Yeah.
American Horror Story Hotel.
Okay.
In that show,
Uh-huh.
there are ghosts,
Yeah.
but we can see them.
Okay. Well,
we
no,
can
I'm not
actually
talking about
interact-
see. Well, okay,
No,
yeah,
no,
that's
like,
true. Patrick
because
Swayze couldn't be seen.
This
but
is
he
what
could
I'm
touch
saying,
shit.
because she's in the temple
Yeah.
during
Yeah,
like,
but
bands
she-
like there's Katrina.
Yeah,
you
but
know
she
what I mean?
she can touch shit though too. That's why.
But what I'm saying, they can see her and everything. So she's
Okay.
that kind of ghost.
All right,
that
so
even,
she's that. So she's a mix between the two, then let's say,
Yeah.
because she can be seen, but she can also touch.
but she can do
shit,
the
too.
powers. And
Yeah.
shit.
So she's got some shit. She's okay. So, but she is dead.
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
full on dead. So that's what we're getting at. Is she's undead
and like
in some
she
way?
just throws a kiss on him.
Oh, yeah.
and like there's a
spinny cam.
sweeping
Yeah.
music, like fucking Hans Zimmer was brought in or something.
It's
to do
like
the fucking score for the
yeah,
scene.
like it was scored properly, lit very well. It was the camera was panning around them and cutting at certain places. They kissed. I'm guessing if you're cutting and shooting this thing, they probably kissed for about a half an hour straight, which I'm sure was a great day at the office for Phoenix. But
and then she ghosts out, and then he's just like, ah.
because he was full on in makeout mode, and she's gone. He's like, was I just jerking off? I don't know what was happening here.
So that's it.
Yeah.
I'm like, very cinematic.
That
well
was
done.
really well
That
done.
actually-
like, it was,
That wasn't, like, goofy. There was
No.
no nunchuck, glow-in-the-dark nunchucks involved. Like, that was, like, an actual,
Yeah, it
like,
was a legit thing,
scene
and,
with
like-
feelings.
like, money was spent on this
decent
one.
acting.
Yeah,
and,
like,
what
this
the
was,
fuck?
this was an actual point. Like, this was good shit.
Like, don't show Jim Cornette this scene. He will die. His head will explode.
He will be done, yes. Oh, God. It would have broken him.
Yeah. Match number 1
Yep.
for the Trios title.
Mm-hmm.
Evilise, Son of Havoc, and Helico versus the DOD.
Yep.
Disciples of Death. DOD holding it down.
He is.
But Team Underdog, as I've dubbed them, won.
Sounds about right. Yeah, it was good. I mean, there was no way they weren't going to win.
There were some sweet tandem moves.
There was.
All three of them jumping at the same time, doing different kind of planches. And
Unfortunately,
suicide dives.
Evilise at one point in time, though, got, like, knocked down and stayed down for the rest of the match, which I kind of
Yeah.
went, really? That's what we're going to do? But all
Unfortunate.
right. Fair enough.
But DOD did their job.
Yep.
They were taken out later on by Mill.
Mm-hmm.
Mill killed
Unhappy.
them, right?
Yeah, he killed them.
Like,
yeah,
they're
they're
straight
done.
up- they're
Yeah, they're
dead.
dead. They're dead.
So the Disciples of Death are now dead.
Yep.
They will be missed. Add them to the pile.
Yes.
Puma Mundo.
Mm-hmm.
Mundo getting on Puma's case. You know, saying how he's going to win Aztec Warfare. And,
I do want that shirt, though.
yeah.
Mundo's Lucha Underground shirt. I want that. I really do.
And fucking Puma with his fucking...
Yeah.
and
just like...
then he punches a hole through the heavy bag.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if he can punch like that...
How are more people not dead? Like, if you can do this, if you're able to summon this
if you
dude, one
have
punch.
that, like, Puma rage,
Yeah.
where, like, you get so mad you can punch a hole through a heavy bag.
You can punch
Clean.
holes. Yeah, you can punch holes through people at this point. Like,
You can be literally knocking heads off.
yes, you could Mortal Kombat this shit.
You know?
But,
And on this show,
yes, that
That's
is
a-
acceptable.
that is a possibility.
Yes,
Again, people died on this episode.
yes, 3 to be exact.
Granted, these are people who are already dead,
Yeah,
quote,
so we're
unquote.
not quite sure how it works, but
but either way,
and one may have came back to life.
yeah,
We don't know.
who knows? Ray and Azteca Jr. Mm-hmm. Ray says, have some tequila. We need
Yep.
to celebrate. Your training's done.
Yep.
Here's your invitation to the Aztec Warfare.
Yep.
And then Aztec's like, you got yours?
You're
He's
coming,
like,
right?
Of course.
It's like, yeah.
Shows his, like, and these are like nice
Yeah,
envelopes
they-
with like
yeah.
wax sealing.
Yeah, they've got
and,
they're
like,
sealed properly, but then you're like, wait a minute, they didn't open them. There's nothing in those envelopes.
Of course, they spent all their money on the envelope.
Yeah, that seal must have been expensive.
Yeah.
Wax seals are actually pretty pricey. I'm not gonna lie.
So there you go. There's
Yeah.
a reason why Maker's Mark is fucking expensive booze. So yeah, so they're gonna be in the match. Mm-hmm. So that's cool. Mm-hmm. Tejano
Yep.
beat Chavo in a bull rope match, and
I
the
don't.
crew left Chavo, so now that's done.
Yeah, I don't really dig the dudes strapped to other dudes matches. They're just not.
The bull rope matches.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
care
these
for 'em.
ones,
Yeah,
there were good ones.
Well, yeah,
Like
but
the
the only
dog
one-
collar match between
that's
Greg
what I was about.
Valentine
That
and
was the only one I was thinking. I'm
Roddy
like, that's
Piper.
the only match I can honestly think that was actually really good when people were strapped together. But
Eddie and Bradshaw had a pretty good one at that American Bash show. Great American Bash show.
it was all right.
The only problem is one of those where you have to touch the turnbuckle.
Yeah,
That's the
which
only-
is another problem I don't like. Thankfully, that's not how this works. But
Mm-hmm.
it's just sort of, it seems like it hinders the work, which I know is the point. But it just doesn't quite. It doesn't
Mm-hmm. Either way,
gel with me.
Tejano wins. Good for
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Mill and the DOD kills him.
Yep.
Daudio,
Mm-hmm.
Black Lotus.
Yep.
And I believe his name is Matanza. I think that's his
I
name.
think so.
I've read it somewhere that his
Yeah,
name was Matanza.
Yeah.
Ready.
Yep.
They're ready to go back.
Yep.
And we get to see Matanza.
More Jason Voorhees.
And he's just a fucking...
He's a big dude in a
He's
mask.
a meaty dude covered in blood
Yep.
in a sweet-looking mask. I'm
So-
like, cool.
Basically, Jason Voorhees minus the.
I have
Hockey
no
mask.
problem with him
Yeah.
not being like 9 feet
No,
tall
this
because
is what-
if
that's
he
not
was
feasible.
that,
Yeah.
if he was 7 feet like Greg Cully says,
Yeah.
he'd be a shit worker.
Yeah, he won't be able to work.
So
This
the
guy will
fact
be
that
able to
he's
work.
like he's a big dude, he's probably like
Yeah.
6'6". He's
Yeah.
he's not a small
Oh
man.
no, he's a big man, but like he'll be able to work and it'll look good.
and he looks cool. Like,
Yeah.
his mask looks cool. and
I want him to
everything.
keep coming to the ring covered in blood, though.
Yeah,
I don't know if they'll ever
please.
do that, but I hope they do because
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Or like make that his like ring attire.
Yeah,
and then
like he can strip
takes
it off and
and
all
then he
that,
has
but
his
yeah,
wrestling gear on.
but yeah, covered in blood would be great because that looks good.
So my assumption is he's also going to be in the Aztec Warfare.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is weird because again, it fucking took Sexy Star about 3 weeks to find her way through the fucking temple. They're gonna get there in like a half a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, so not really consistent, but that's cool.
Either way.
Yeah.
And then Phoenix and Mil Muertes probably had the best match I've seen. I don't know if I want to say ever on Lucha Underground?
Definitely for this season.
Oh, for this
Definitely
season,
for this season. I don't know if it was in general.
But the funny thing is, they had the best match from last year, too.
They did.
With the Grave Consequences match.
They did, but at least, well, yeah, you're right. I don't know.
So,
yet.
I mean, it's safe to say that these two put on probably the best matches the company has to offer.
Yeah, like they're...
Because they're always bloody.
Mm-hmm.
They always have their masks ripped. And in this one, Phoenix got fucking Mil Muertes' mask ripped off.
Which I actually didn't like. Like, the guy's hair is just a little too surfery for my face. And I'm like, oh, dude, his hair's way too light. Oh, shit. Should have dyed that stuff.
But it's pretty crazy, like, seeing this big, burly Mil Muertes who no one ever gets the better of, having his mask half ripped off and bloodied and beaten.
Yeah, like, it looked fucked up. It was a great video.
You know, no one got involved. It was just these two. Katrina didn't even get involved.
No, the most she ever did was hold up the Rock.
Yeah, it was a straight-up one-on-one match.
Yep.
Phoenix fucking won. He's the new champion.
He is.
And that's a general, like, oh my god, he won.
Yeah, no, that was absolutely
shit.
something. So do you think... Well, I guess not, because it's this week, isn't it? Is Aztec Warfare is this week, right? Yeah, shit. I was going to say, so do you think he's going to hang out in the throne now?
No. Because as soon as the match was over, Katrina, still being the proprietor of the temple, basically said, that's great, you won, good for you. But now you have to defend that in Aztec Warfare. He got Roman Reigns.
Basically she's just like, so now you're defending it in Aztec Warfare. And even fucking Stryker and Vamp went, what?
That's bullshit.
Yeah. Well, let's not get into how many times Vamp said shit.
Oh, yeah.
Holy crap, man. Vamp was just like, there's one point in time where he just kept going, oh, shit. I'm like, dude, you're on the air, man.
He's on the El Rey network.
That's true.
Which primarily shows horror films.
Yeah, they showed, we got
films.
another fucking trailer for what they're doing, April Fool's Day, or as they're calling it, April Ghoul's Day. 2 days of just straight up, like, little puppet monster movies. I love this network so much. It is painful. God damn it, get it in the U.S. I will, in North America, I should say, I will get cable just for this network.
It's a really
I'm
good
not
network.
kidding. This is amazing.
And so, yeah. Phoenix is the new champion, but he has to defend it in Aztec Warfare, so my guess is that he loses.
Yeah.
But cool that he gets the belt for, like, a week.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
You get, the title change and all that, and Aztec Warfare will be fucking awesome.
So that's tomorrow.
Yeah, it is.
I
can't wait for that.
It's going to be good, eh? I mean, we all know that it's going to be the whole episode.
Yep. And we got an answer to what we asked of how exactly it works
only
out.
pin
It's pin submissions.
Now
there
that
is
I think
no
I
over the top
remember,
rope.
there's no
now
over
I'm
top
thinking
rope.
about it. So yeah, it is literally pin or submission, which is basically, it's a Royal Rumble with pin and submission as opposed to over the top rope. Yes, please. I'll take that any day.
The last one was great. This one's going to be great. This one's going to have Rey Mysterio in it.
Yeah.
We finally get to see Dario's brother.
Yep.
I think.
There better be a moment where the ring is cleared.
Phoenix.
There needs to be a moment where the ring is cleared and Dario's brother and Rey are in the fucking ring together. That needs to happen.
If he's in the match. He might come in after.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like Mil might win the title back. And
and then he comes
Dario
in.
shows up and goes, I want my tempo back and I want my title back.
That'd be good.
And, Katrina's like, what are you? You and the fucking girl. What are you going to do against
and
Mil?
Then he just sort of fucking brings this guy in and then they stare
shows
down.
up and they're like, oh shit.
Yeah, like, uh-oh.
We got a guy bigger, as big, if not bigger than Mil.
I hope he's bigger than Mil. I hope he is. I think that'll be
At least
interesting.
width-wise.
Yeah, well, I think he is width-wise. I'm pretty sure he's a big dude.
He's a beefy boy.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus. Like, I don't know if that was all padded.
No, that
or if that's just all man.
That motherfucker ate his Wheaties. You could definitely see it. He is
I'm like,
big.
all right, so you're a fucking hoss. All right, good for you.
You're big. All right.
Jesus. So that's going to be good.
Yeah.
And also, I think Austin Warfare went off of that hitch, too.
Oh, yeah?
That when they went down to South by Southwest, apparently it was super popular.
Sweet.
So that bodes well
that
for
definitely bodes
future...
well because again they're possibly inking a deal with Netflix, so that's helpful.
Any kind of like house, because it was the first kind of
House
Lucha
show-ish,
Underground house show, and they're starting to sell merch now. We see the advertisement. Go to luchaunderground.com to get your merch because they never had that before.
No, they didn't. You weren't able to get it, which is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, but now you can buy your hats and T-shirts and shit. And you'll see a lot more that symbol at
that
like
symbol
WWE shows.
Yeah, that's going to be everywhere. So that's a great thing. Get the word out on the show because the show is fucking awesome.
Yeah, and like I said, Phoenix and Mil.
Oh God,
once again. ROH.
Yep.
Again, you didn't get a chance to see it because you were busy.
Yes.
It was supposed to be Tomohiro Ishii versus BJ Whitmer for the TV title.
I don't want to see that anyway.
But Veda Scott came down, like she did with John Grisham, and just like John Grisham, offered B.J. Whitmer some money. And this was the best promo I've ever seen B.J. Whitmer cut.
Oh, really?
He's like, if you're going to assume that B.J. Whitmer could be completely bought off and not go for the TV title, then your assumption would be absolutely correct.
Awesome.
And then he took the money and fucked off.